Proof that Kamala Harris is a phony-ass, two-faced lying hypocrite. Now this video is about Kamala's pre-election lies and post-election hypocrisy. So let's get started because I have to go soon and take my camel for a walk. Now everyone knows there's a border problem in America. Many people are crossing the Mexican-American borders illegally, and the American government has been crying and farting about it for years. Now when Donald Trump was president, he wanted to build a wall, and he told them that anyone who illegally crosses the American border is not welcome and will be kicked out. He told them, if you want to enter the divided states of America, you can, but you have to follow the legal procedures and enter the country legally. Now some people agree with that and others don't, and that's fine. Kamala Harris was one of the hairy people running against Trump that publicly opposed this policy multiple times and called Trump a racist for it. Here is a clip of Kamala Harris criticizing Trump on his border policies.
Who we are morally and who we say we are to the world. We have always presented ourselves as being a nation of strength with strong arms, that when people are fleeing harm, we will embrace them. But look at what has happened with this administration. There are children who are fleeing murder capitals of the world. But what does this president do? He virtually looks at those children and says, go back to where you came from. What do we have in this president? A policy that was about taking children, separating them from their parents, and calling it border security. No, that was a human rights abuse being committed by the United States government, and it is against the morals and the values of who we are as a nation.
Wow. I swear that gave me goosebumps all over my armpit. She's really good, right?
I'm not finished.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got carried away by your wisdom, but please continue because I'm about to expose you.
And then what happens when they arrive at our borders? We who have erected the Statue of Liberty, they arrive at our borders and we say, go back to where you came from. That is inhumane and it is immoral. That is inhumane and it is immoral.
So that was Kamala Harris before she became vice president. So let's see what Kamala has to say to those children now that she's in power.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm going to come.
The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. There are legal methods by which migration can and should occur. But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back. You will be turned back.
Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. Look, I'm not going to ask you many questions because it's like talking to a penguin's anus. It's a waste of time and I already know you are full of shit. And whenever I tell one of her supporters how dishonest she is, this is how they respond to me.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the
It's like you can't convince them. Now look, Kamala wasn't the only one criticizing Trump on his border policies. Most of the Democrats and the mainstream media also criticized him for it. For an example, this is what the Washington Post wrote about Trump's border policies when he was telling those immigrants, do not come, our country is full. I'm gonna read it out for you. Trump's declaration carries out far-right echoes that goes back to the Nazi era. So they're basically calling Trump a white supremacist, Nazi, racist. But somehow these same politicians and media outlets are silent about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris imposing the same exact border policy. This is what the Washington Post wrote about Kamala, the same source that called Trump a Nazi. Do not come. Harris seeks hope at home for Guatemalans. See, so when Trump says it, he's a racist, but when Kamala says it, she's seeking hope. And some people might think I am doing this video to defend Trump. No, I am doing this video to show you how biased and dishonest your media and politicians are. The hypocrisy and double standards are very clear, but some people are just too brainwashed to even notice it. Anyways, that would be all for today. My name is Treka. Please make sure to share this video and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay updated with my latest work. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!
They arrive at our borders and we say, go back to where you came from.
Do not come.
I'm going to come.
Do not come.
That is inhumane.